Welcome to the ultimate blueprint for remote earning in 2026. Get ready to discover the most valuable skills in the digital economy. The global economy has fundamentally shifted. The way you earn money has changed. In 2026, your income isn't determined by your degree. It's determined by the value of the problem you solve for businesses. Today, I'm breaking down the 10 skills that can pay you anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 a month remotely. And stick around until the end, because skill number 10 is something 99% of people are ignoring, but it's the fastest path to $100,000 this year. Let's start with the foundation, the tech and data powerhouse, skills 1 through 4. Skill 1 is AI prompt engineering. Companies are desperate for people who can talk to AI and build workflows that save businesses thousands of hours in labor. Prompt engineering, the problem. AI tools are useless without precise instructions. The solution: become the architect of AI output. With skills in generating advanced prompts, you're looking at an earning potential of up to $150,000 annually. Skill 2, cybersecurity analysis. With the rise of digital assets, security is the #1 priority for firms. We're seeing entry-level remote roles starting at $80,000. The more we move online, the more dangerous the internet becomes. Skill number 2 is cybersecurity. Every time a company gets hacked, they lose millions. They are desperate for remote analysts to monitor their networks and prevent breaches. You can start with a basic certification like CompTIA Security Plus, which you can study for in under 90 days. Once you have this credential, you can apply for junior security analyst roles in U.S. tech firms. These roles are almost always remote, and they pay in top-tier USD. You are the digital police, and in 2026, that makes you one of the most valuable people in the marketplace. Now we move to skill number 3, and this is the heavy hitter, cloud architecture. Think of a cloud architect as the chief engineer of the internet. When you use Netflix, Spotify, or Uber, you aren't just connecting to a website. You are connecting to a massive, invisible infrastructure that must never go down. Companies are no longer buying physical servers. They are renting space from the big 3, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. But here is the problem. These platforms are so complex that the average CEO has no idea how to set them up. They need an architect to design a system that is scalable, secure, and cost-effective. If a company's cloud is poorly designed, they might spend $50,000 a month on ghost servers they aren't even using. As an architect, you save them that $50,000, and they happily pay you $10,000 a month for that expertise. Now we arrive at skill number 4, one of the most visually impressive and high-paying roles in the digital economy, data visualization. We live in the age of big data. Companies are generating millions of terabytes of information every day. But here is the secret. Data is useless if you can't understand it. A CEO doesn't want to look at a spreadsheet with 50,000 rows of sales numbers. They want a single dashboard that tells them exactly why sales are down in California but up in Texas. As a data visualization specialist, you are the bridge between raw data and human understanding. You are a visual storyteller. This isn't just a job. It's a high-ticket freelance service. On platforms like Upwork, experienced visualization experts command $60 to $150 per hour. Why? Because a good dashboard can save a company millions by identifying waste or finding new revenue opportunities. Next, we move to the heart of the internet, the creative and content engine, covering skills 5 through 7. Skill number 5 is performance video editing. In 2026, views are worth nothing if people don't stay. Creators pay thousands for retention editors who know how to use pattern interrupts, sound design, and perfect pacing to keep a viewer's eyes glued to the screen. If you can take a raw 20-minute video and turn it into a 10-minute masterpiece that people can't stop watching, you aren't an editor. You are a retention specialist. Top-tier editors for big YouTube channels are making $1,000 per video. That is $4,000 a month for one video a week. This is one of the most in-demand skills in the creator economy today. Skill number 6 is the executive ghostwriter. On platforms like LinkedIn and X, authority is currency. CEOs of Silicon Valley startups need to be seen as leaders, but they don't have time to write posts every day. As a ghostwriter, you interview them for 30 minutes a week, then turn those insights into high-impact content. You aren't selling writing. You are selling influence. A typical retainer for one CEO is $2,000 to $3,500 per month. If you manage just 3 clients, you are already making over $6,000 a month. It is stupid simple because you are using their knowledge and your ability to format it for the algorithm. Now we come to skill number 7, the bridge between human psychology and digital technology, UX/UI design. In 2026, a visually appealing app is no longer enough. If an interface is confusing, the user leaves in 3 seconds. If it's accessible and intuitive, they stay for years. This distinction is where elite UX designers separate the market leaders from the failures. The 2026 shift. We are moving beyond flat screens. As a UX/UI designer today, you aren't just designing for phones. You are designing for spatial computing, like the Apple Vision Pro, voice-enabled systems, and AI-powered adaptive layouts. This is called generative UI, where the app actually changes its layout in real time based on who is using it. Minute detail. The pay gap. Why is this a high RPM skill? Because for high-growth SaaS companies and financial institutions, your design is a direct investment in customer lifetime value. Junior designers, 1 to 3 years, are starting at $80,000 to $110,000 United States dollars in remote roles. Senior product designers can command over $170,000 United States dollars because they don't just draw screens, they build entire design systems that allow a company to scale globally. The No-Degree Action Plan 1. Master the tool. Forget everything else and learn Figma. It is the industry standard. Use auto layout and components to build scalable designs that developers love. 2. Get the credentials. Take the Google UX Design Professional Certificate. It teaches you the entire design thinking process, from empathizing with users to conducting usability studies. 3. Build a case study. Don't just show a final image. Show the problem you solved. Show the messy sketches, the failed prototypes, and finally, the solution. Remember, in 2026, you aren't a pixel pusher. You are a user advocate. When you make a product stupid simple for the user, companies will pay you a premium to keep their customers happy. Finally, we reach the highest leverage skills, the sales and strategy tier, skills 8 through 10. Skill number 8 is where the big money lives, high-ticket closing. Software companies, SaaS, sell enterprise packages that cost $10,000, $20,000, or even $50,000. They don't need salesmen. They need closers who can talk to other business owners. You take the calls they provide, solve the client's problems, and close the deal. The standard commission is 10%. If you close one $10,000 deal a week, which is very common, you are making $1,000 a week in pure commission. No overhead, no building a product, just your voice and your ability to close. This is the ultimate skill for those who love to communicate. Now we enter the world of skill number 9, specialized SEO consulting. In 2026, the game has changed. We are no longer just optimizing for blue links. We are optimizing for AI-driven search results. When a user asks an AI, what is the best software for my business? Your job is to make sure your client's name is the one the AI recommends. This is called GO, Generative Engine Optimization. The high-ticket difference, general SEO is cheap. Specialized SEO is where the six-figure earners live. You don't just write blogs. You specialize in niches like SaaS SEO, local medical SEO, or e-commerce technical audits. Minute detail, the 3 pillars of 2026 SEO, technical SEO. This is the health of the website. You ensure the site loads in under 1 second and that its code is perfectly readable by AI crawlers. If the foundation is weak, the content won't rank. Entity-based content. Search engines now look for entities, people, places, and things. You build a topic cluster around a subject to prove that your client is an absolute authority in their field. Digital PR and backlinks. This is the trust factor. You get high-authority websites to talk about and link to your client. In the eyes of Google, a link from the New York Times is worth more than 10,000 low-quality blog comments. The income potential. Companies will pay a monthly retainer of $2,500 to $7,000 for a specialized consultant. Why? Because if you move a company from page 2 to page 1 for a high-value keyword, you can literally double their company's revenue overnight. How to start without a degree. Step 1. Complete the Google Search Console training and the SEMrush SEO Toolkit course. Step 2. Build your own test site. Buy a $10 domain, write 20 articles using AI, and try to rank them for a specific niche. Step 3. Use that test site as your proof of work. When you can show a client a graph in Google Search Console that is going up and to the right, you don't need a resume. You have a license to print money in USD. And here is skill 10, the engine of the digital economy, media buying and AI ad orchestration. In the old days, a media buyer just sat in an ads manager and manually adjusted bids. In 2026, that job is dead. Today, the platforms, Meta, Google, and TikTok, use massive AI systems to handle the bidding for you. Your new job is to be the growth product lead. You are the one who feeds the AI the right fuel. Minute detail, creative as the currency. In 2026, the creative is the targeting. The AI looks at your video ad, analyzes every frame, and decides exactly which customer should see it. As a media buyer today, you spend 80% of your time on creative strategy, briefing creators, analyzing hook rates, and using AI to generate 50 variations of a single ad script in seconds. The 2026 salary explosion. This is one of the highest paying remote roles on the planet. Junior performance marketers are earning around $8,000 United States dollars a month. Growth marketing leads for U.S. startups are commanding between $12,000 and $18,000 United States dollars a month. Why? Because you are directly responsible for a company's revenue. If you can spend $100,000 and bring back $400,000 in profit, you are the most valuable person in the room. How to start the stupid simple way. 1. Get platform certified. Go to Meta Blueprint and Google Skillshop. These are free, official certifications that prove you know how to use the ground truth tools. 2. Master the creative stack. Learn to use tools like Motion for creative analytics and Foreplay for building swipe files of winning ads. 3. Become an AI operator. Learn to use AI orchestration layers to schedule and test ad variants at scale. You aren't just spending money. You are an investment manager. You take a client's capital and use the world's most powerful AI systems to multiply it. When you master this, you don't look for jobs. Jobs look for you. We've covered the 10 most lucrative skills for remote work. Now let's talk about your action plan. Do not try to learn all 10. This is a common mistake. Instead, pick one skill that truly matches your interest and commit to mastering it for 90 days. Remember, the money is not in knowing a little about everything. The money is in the specialization. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to learn more. Start today and never late.